Hi guys, welcome to this wig chat. I am so excited to not only be in front of the camera because that means I'm feeling better, and my gab sesh I'll talk about, if it's probably been uploaded already. I'm not sure which one I'm going to do first, but probably the gab sesh. So if you caught that gab sesh, you know why I have been absent for a little while. I am feeling so much better, and I am so excited to be doing a wig chat with you guys. Wigs.com let me choose a couple wigs that may be on my wish list, and this was one of them. I am really excited to share this with you. I have not put this one on my head. It probably would have, maybe if I was feeling a little better, but I didn't. So this is truly an out-of-the-box first impression. I like doing that. It's my favorite way to do these wig chats anyway, because inevitably these are not so much a review as they really are a first impression, trying to see if I'm going to like it right along with you guys. Now, just because Wigs.com sent this to me does not mean, first of all, that I will be paid any money, because I am not. I'm going to be very, very honest with you guys, like I always am. So please don't assume that because a wig company sent me a wig, like with my Carries and my Lisa, that I am going to be dishonest with you guys to please them. That is not the case. They are very well aware that I'm going to give my honest impression of whatever wig that they send me. So shall we get started on this one? So this is Mila by Jon Renau in the Smart Lace collection. This is in Shaded Praline 12FS8. As you know, that is my very, very favorite color in the Jon Renau line. Granted, I have not experimented. I have experimented once. I jumped outside of my Shaded Praline and I ended up not liking it. So I'm so afraid to get something, you know, that isn't Shaded Praline, because I feel like whatever it is, even though I may really like it, I'll be like, man, I would have loved this if it was in Shaded Praline. But you know, so there you go. So let's look at this now. I did undo the little, you know, bobby pins when I did take it out. Now, you guys, this looks so pretty. Now, this is not an HD fiber. As you know, my gripe about the non-HD Shaded Praline is that it is very shiny. At least to me, it is really shiny. That's something that I've had a hard time dealing with my Rachel, which is also the non-HD Shaded Praline as well, is the shine factor of the regular synthetic fiber in this color. So there will be some dry shampoo that I will use on this, because it is to me so shiny. This is a beautiful length. Before I turn it inside out and show you what the cap is, it is quite a beautiful length. I think this is probably very nearly the length that I trimmed my Rachel to, because Rachel was very long. And this is just a really nice, comfortable length for me. So I'm hoping that I will be able to feel good in this length. This curl pattern, again, this is right out of the box. I have not done anything to it. Is gorgeous. It's this just kind of really light kind of wave. It's not corkscrew, which I'm not a real fan of the kind of corkscrew curls. So it has this really nice kind of a wave broken pattern, which is really nice. Okay, let's take a look at Mila's cap here. Now, Jon Renau, really up to this point, is really my favorite wig designer. Their caps fit me very well. Their lace fronts, no fuss. Don't have to worry about them you know, doing anything funny. And so it's truly an easy one for me to put on and go. And I found this with all of my Jon Renau Smart Lace wigs. So this one does have the machine wefting throughout this area here, has the extended moleskin nape and there are metal stays back here, vertical, and those are fantastic no matter what the length of your wig is, to kind of pinch into the nape of your neck. Kind of keeps the wig tucked in under there. I appreciate that. Not all wigs put metal stays back here. And then we have the moleskin nice comfy ear tabs with very strong durable metal stays here. Look at this, it has the full mono top. I love the full mono top, and the gorgeous lace front, Jon Renau lace front. So this one, barring it being 100% hand tied, it checks all the boxes for me, for sure. The full mono top, you can part it anywhere you want, and that's going to come in handy if I want to pin it back or anything, you know. I don't have to worry about one side showing a weft if I want to put it up, kind of maybe like I have this one here. So gorgeous. Shall I put it on? Okay, now again, this is right out of the box. So if I had put this on and I had already done my wig chat, and the next time I put this on, what I would do is kind of shake it a little bit upside down, and I would probably spray the dry shampoo on at that point as well. I would put it on here, I would tip it upside down, shake it, and do a little bit more dry shampoo before I even put it back on my head. But I'm gonna just put this one right on my head right now out of the box. I'll be right back. Okay, this is it right out of the box. I have not done a darn thing to it other than adjust it, make sure it's straight, and kind of pinched the temple area. Again, Jon Renau, very comfortable for me. I do really, these wigs fit me really nice. If, again, you don't want these wigs to sit right up against the back of your ear, that's going to be uncomfortable for you, so kind of get them so they're not doing that. Especially if you wear glasses, you're not going to want that to happen. Okay, so as you can see, this wig has this little thing going here. It's very 40s, don't you think? And I could never just put this on and just walk out the door and feel great. I would never style my hair like this without, this is like right after you curl it. It's like, okay, I've curled it, I let it dry, now I'm gonna style it. So that's the stage that I feel like this is at for me. For you, maybe not, but for me, definitely. So as we can see with Mila here, there isn't any kind of bang. See, there's no bang at all. I think it would be very easy to put a little bit of a bang in, but with a wig, synthetic wig, that has this memory in it and has this wave pattern, you have to be a little careful when you start cutting into said wave pattern. So if you're doing a bang, you want to be cognizant of where you're putting it and what direction you're cutting it and where in the wave pattern you decide to do that. Because that wave pattern this is not an HD fiber, you cannot straighten it or curl it. So you really have to pay attention to that and make sure that you're not gonna put a bang in and cut into the wave pattern at this weird place. So it's gonna lay real funny for you. So just be aware of that. If I can get this wig to behave for me and keep it away and play with it a little bit, I might not feel tempted to cut some shorter tendrils. And I think that's what I would do if I did decide to cut something in face framing, is I think I would just do tendrils, very, you know, here and there tendrils. I wouldn't put in a full-in bang, I don't think. So, now, of course, you know, we have this gorgeous monofilament top. This can be parted literally anywhere. It has, to me, an amazing lace front. And I love the Jon Renau lace fronts. I always like to take a look because sometimes, I feel like this is still a smidge crooked. Sometimes where the lace stops and the other part of the wefting begins, there's a little place that you have to cover up with some fill-in powder because it's kind of white, and I don't see that on this one. So that's nice. And I always pull out as you know, I always pull out, I have my wig grip in. I always put wig grips in when I do wig chats. Then I fan it up, and it just makes the hairline look a little better. And believe me, I don't have much hair, so you don't need much hair, really. Just a little tiny feathery amount will go a long way in covering up that wig line. You can even take a wide tooth comb, something not quite this wide, and when you feather that up, you can back comb it right into the wig itself. So you're back combing it and kind of fusing the wig line with your own hair, and it will stay all day. And you can just kind of pick it out just a little bit so you don't see that little tiny bit of back combing. You don't need much. And you can put a little holding spray in there even, and that will cement that in there further as well. Even with a long wig like this, you know, you might decide to put it back or tuck it behind the ear or put it, you know, or the wind might blow, and you just want to feel confident that the wig line is going to be concealed really nicely. Okay, so let's see. Whenever I get a wig with a wave pattern, like Soft and Subtle, like Kona, for instance, I like to play with where it will look maybe best when I'm parting it. This I have the luxury of trying it in any way, any place, because of that full monofilament top. So that's quite nice. And you can just kind of see what it. You kind of have to let the wave pattern decide that for you. So if you're used to a right-hand side part and it's not working, try the left side. It might make all the difference. It might lay in such a way that you'll put up with it on that opposite side. So you can kind of play with that. Now, before I go any further, I'm going to show you what this wig looks like without combing through it or doing anything to it. I did kind of put this in the middle for now, but so, you know, let's try and see what this looks like now from the left side. I love this length. This is, let me see. This is about where I cut Rachel, right? I mean, this is about the same length that I decided to trim Rachel to, because Rachel was just a little too long for me. So maybe this is just a tinge longer now. I don't know. Very close. Very comfortable length for me. And this is the right side. And the back. Yes, as you know, I do like stuff to kind of be away and off the cap and kind of away from my face a little bit. I'm going to take a little bit of my Jon Renau holding spray, and I'm just going to kind of pick this up just to kind of get it a little off the cap, a smidge, crunching it a little bit, and this probably is going to want to go over here. Again, I think I'm going to do that over here. Using a little product can aid the shine as well, I've noticed. The product does kind of do that a little bit, not enough for me, but it might be enough for you. Now, one thing that I have noticed is that I don't feel overwhelmed in this wig. To me it kind of sits to the plane of the head nicely. I think even though there does feel like there's permatease throughout this wig, I think it's just because it needs to get it up and off the cap a little bit, but I don't feel like I am swallowed by this hair, and I don't feel like it's poofy at all. I think it's, I'm rather grateful that there's permatease in here, to be honest, because otherwise I think I would be really struggling with wanting to really kind of get it off the cap a little bit. To me, it just looks less wiggy when the hair is not stuck, you know, up against the cap. I don't like that. So I think that it works nicely that way. Okay, let's talk a little bit about the 12FS8 rooting and the hairline that comes from that dark color, and the knotting. When you have the darker colors, you can see that knotting a little better. So what I like to do, and I have found that this works really good. I love 12FS8, and so I have had to try to figure out how I'm going to make that work when it comes to the knotting, how it looks right up against the skin, and to kind of dilute that visual of those knots that you can see, you know, if you're really way up close to somebody and you're talking and all of that. So I have found, and I have described this before, and I'm telling you, you need to try this, because every time you do it on your wigs, you're going to find that you have a more realistic hairline every time. The first couple times you might not see a very big difference. I've had my Ignite now for a good long time, since I want to say March. Is it March or April, somewhere in there? And it's that hairline, I just think it looks really great. And it's largely because of doing this. And I got this from, this is not my own little trick. I got this from Wigs by Patty's Pearls, so Patty. So this is one of those. And you just want to, you don't want to press, you know, you don't want to put your fingertips on top of the hair because that'll smash it. But you want to get it right next to that hairline, underneath the hair. And you're going to want to go in little circles, and you're just going to do circles, and then you're going to press it down. And you're going to do this all the way around the lace. And you're going to want to do that a few times. And I'm just kind of going circle, circle, press. Circle, circle, press. And what this does over time is it kind of smooths out those knots, and when you press, it kind of over time creates this flattened little baby hair look without having to get in there and trimming in baby hair, which I have not seen successfully done to where it looks really good. But and so this works just fine for that for me, and it also helps. And you just do this gently. You don't have to do it, you know, like super hard or anything. But also pressing helps to mold that lace to your skin, almost like you're ironing it to you. So this is how I have learned to get around seeing the dark knots. And it works really nicely. Really nicely, and I've been really happy with that technique. It's been successful for me, so I hope that you find that to be the case as well. I say don't be afraid, even just doing that a little bit. I mean, that in itself has helped, I think. Just, you know, it kind of smashes some of it down. I don't know exactly how it works so well, but it does. It really does. And you can pull some out, and it just creates a really great illusion. And as you know, I do my fill-in powder along the side here to really blend the gray of my hair and that mousy brown into this dark rooted color. It's not a perfect match, but it's enough to where it gives a nice illusion. And so that's what I do. So I would definitely, just like with my Rachel, I would have to put something in this one to feel like I can go out and feel great in it. And not for the same reasons as for Rachel. For Rachel, it's because I feel like it's so much hair. This one doesn't feel that way to me. go figure, my Rachel's 100% hand tied. This one is not, but this one feels great. It doesn't feel heavy. It actually is very comfortable, and I think it fits nicely to the plane of the head. I don't feel poofy and large, overwhelmed, I should say, in this. So the reason I would want to wear something in this one is because I think it would just get in my face and drive me a little nuts. And so I feel like I have to do something. So I don't have anything out here right now. Let me grab a few little hair accessories and let's experiment how we would feel great in Mila. Natural hairline. I'm telling you, give it a try. Don't be disheartened. This color is too pretty to feel like you don't feel comfortable in it because of that dark knotting, or you know what I mean. So try that, because look at that. That to me helps a lot. So this is really cute, and I would totally wear this like this. Oh my gosh, this might be my absolute, this might be what I wear for Christmas Eve or something. Because, oh yeah, this is beautiful. And the curl just kind of wants to go back nicely, which is nice. And if you do this, it'll help as well. So, very nice. You can play with this individual curls and really get, you know, yeah, it's very pretty. And again, if you don't want so much of the individual curls showing, you can really lightly kind of go from the bottom up and brush them out as well. So this is fun. This is really pretty way. You could even use there's so many gorgeous accessories out there, gorgeous barrettes and bling and pearls and really cute things you can do with hair accessories. Perfect for the holidays. This is holiday hair, isn't it? Anyway, this is a way that you can pull it up out of the way without trying to get it all gathered up together. Sometimes this is a length that it's really hard to do that and get all of the sides together. So if you just do the top and then you gather the sides separately, and then you can create the illusion that you've done that. And it gets it away out of the face, and you know, you can decide how much tendrils you want down here. But that is a fun way to wear a wig like this as well. That with a wig like this that does have these curls, does have a little permatease, that headband is not going to sit, they never do anyway, honestly, really close and flat to your head. But these are long enough to where they are going to stay. Every now and then through the day I might kind of settle it in there a little bit, kind of push it in if it starts to ride up a little bit. But This is a gorgeous, gorgeous wig to wear hair accessories in. For the most part, these waves are going to work for you and you're not going to have to create them right out of the gate. That's nice, right? You know what we would have to do to get our hair to do this? Oh my gosh, hours, I tell you. And it's here already, which is fabulous. Really pretty, really, really pretty. So I think that's it, guys. This is from the Smart Lace collection by Jon Renau. Where's my little taggy thingy, the jigger? Here it is. And this is Mila in Shaded Praline 12FS8. I think she's really pretty. I can't wait to see how I can make her really pretty for the holidays. I think she is going to be either Christmas Day or Christmas Eve hair. Probably Christmas Eve. I think cooking with Mila will be a little challenging. I think I'd want something a little shorter for the actual Christmas Day, for when I do have to cook the turkey and all of that. But Christmas Eve, I think she's going to be absolutely stunning. I hope you enjoyed this wig chat, you guys. Let me know what you think about Mila. Is it something that you think you could picture yourself liking? Let me know. Okay, guys, thank you so much. Keep a lookout for my next wig chat this week. I won't tell you what that one's going to be. It's not a Jon Renau, though. So stay tuned. Bye-bye, guys. See you next time.